Something deeper is trying to happen through you. Something more. You know deep down that you didn't just come here to fit in. You didn't come here to strategize your life, to endlessly heal, to try and make what you think you need to happen. There's something trying to happen through you. A deeper truth, a gift, a mission, a joy, a life that deep down you know that you came here to live. And that's one of the reasons why it can be so frustrating, is because for people like you and I who have received that calling, who have connected with that knowing that something more is trying to happen, when it doesn't, and when you keep taking steps and it doesn't materialize, it's painful, it's frustrating. This video is coming to you today because I'm here to remind you of the real truth behind all of this. So if you feel something in your body right now, just at the opening to this video, I want to invite you to stay for this. To take a breath now, just make the decision to stay for the end of this video. This is the first video in a new series that I'm going to be doing, which is, I don't plan this. I might do at some point, but I'm really just taking the moment to connect with what wants to come through me in this moment and speak and share here authentically. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I do know that there's something that wants to happen. There's something true here, now, in this moment, in myself, in this space, that when I connect with it, it knows what's here. It knows what's true. It knows what I need to say, what I need to reach, what I'm meant to be in this moment. And you have that too. And I believe that you know that. I believe you've even felt it. You've had experiences in your life that demonstrate this. Unexplainable coincidences where things just seem to happen, where you listen to some kind of voice of guidance and something unexpected and miraculous came to you. That thing that you're thinking about right now, let me know what it is in the comments. Let's talk about this. Let's create a little moment of sharing, because what we do is we start to convince ourselves that those moments of miracle, those moments of alignment, those moments where things just happen, one of two things. We do one of two things. One of them is we start to see them as an outlier, right? It's something like abnormal, unusual, where we just get lucky, or where a miracle comes, or where we whatever. And so we almost discount it, right? We almost start to feel like, well, that will happen when it happens, but that's not normal life. It's the first way we limit ourselves with this. The second way is we start to grip it and control it. We feel like me, little you, the egoic small separate self that you think that you are, has to do the right things to make this happen again. So you try and control it. You try and recreate the exact conditions. I had this myself. If you go back a few months ago, I had a video that got about 700 or 800 views on YouTube. And at the same time as that video, I recorded another video on TikTok, which was both in a very similar energy. And it had come after a conversation I'd had with an old coach of mine who was like, I can feel in your content that there's a reaching happening here. There's something not entirely authentic and true. There's a part of you that's trying to manipulate and control and force and control an outcome. And it doesn't feel like you. It doesn't feel like the deepest truth that you're here to speak, that's here to come through you. And so after I kind of sat with that and I had this went through this bit of a process, something just said, just pick up your phone now and record a video. And the video that came out was the video that got the most views by a long way that I've ever had on YouTube. And the video that came out on TikTok brought me in like 5-6 new clients within the space of a couple of weeks. I've not been able to recreate that since then, just to be really honest about this. And it's because of two things. One way, the more I've tried to recreate it, the more I've actually been in control and been in my mind, and therefore disconnected with the actual truth that's trying to happen now. Because those places came from the now, from the moment, from alignment, right? From something deeper. The mind can't recreate that, because it can only go on what it sees from the past. So it tries to recreate a past moment, but the past moment's gone. There's a new now that's trying to happen. The other side of it is like, I've been in strategy. I've been in control. I've been in like trying to make things happen in a certain way. instead of letting go and opening to the greater way that is trying to happen now in this moment. I'm sharing that because I imagine that you can see yourself in something within that. That you, again, have experiences in your life where you can see, when I get out of the way, when things really align for me, miracles happen. Miracles happen. And there's a part of you that deep down knows that can just be the way life is. Like, this doesn't have to be an outlier. This doesn't have to be a moment of relief. This can be the way life is. What would that mean? Like, how would that change things? If you're no longer living life as this small, separate self who's constantly needing to figure it out and to heal themselves and to make things happen and to control and to strategize, right? Where most people live today. And if you're honest with yourself, most of the time you still live too, because this is just the way that we've been conditioned. This is the way that we've conditioned ourselves to be, is we cut ourselves off from the flow, from the field, from something greater that is here. Not just as some mystical woo-woo concept, as a tangible lived reality that you can connect with, that you can open to, that you can receive, that you can build something around, that you can align with, that is the truth, the deeper truth of what you really are. Like, this exists. And there's something in your body that you feel right now as you listen to my words, where you will know that this is true. Because we know truth when we hear it. We know truth when we hear it. But we disconnect from it. We get caught in this thing. We get caught in the illusions and the stories. Something great is trying to happen for you. And I'm not here to tell you how you bring that out. I'm not here to tell you you're missing something or that this is the thing that you need in order for that to happen. Something within you knows that. Sometimes you need help accessing that truth. And that's ultimately what I do with people that I work with, right? Is that I'm here to help you, the little protective you, the small self that you think you are, get out the way so that the deeper you can come through. Sometimes we need help with that. But it's always in you. Your answers already exist in you. And anyone else trying to tell you that they know, they don't. They don't. There's no strategy that can out-strategize God. There's no strategy that can out-strategize your deepest truth, your guidance. So I want to just invite you to take a moment and connect with this right now. Really tune into your body. What do I feel right now? What's arising in me in these words? What's here? What's present? Because that's the thing. That's always the entry level. Is what's here. Maybe there's resistance. Maybe there's a part that's confused. Brilliant. That's the doorway. Maybe right now, the doorway to your deepest truth, to your next level, to the thing that wants to happen through you, is the confusion, the tension, the uncertainty that you feel right now, the emotions. You think that you need to fix, heal, strategize, or overcome those things. But no, what if you just need to listen to them, to be them? Sorry, to be there for them, I should say, not to be them, but to listen to them, to allow them. What if something is here right now is a deeper recognition of something of truth, that there's a spaciousness opening up in you. There's a little tingling in your chest as you start to recognize and your heart starts to open towards, yeah, I feel this. If you feel something like that, then that's your doorway too. To come deeper into the now, to come deeper into what's here. That's where your next level comes from. And the truth is, it can take a lot of work and practice and training to get there. And this is where, like, a lot of people who have been in the spiritual world for a little while, and we learn all these concepts, and they're beautiful concepts, and it's like, oh, you're connected, and you're the creator, and all this stuff, and it's like, it's great, yeah, sure. But there's a reason why these spiritual traditions had pathways and structures and like steps, and you had to work diligently to bring yourself from one level to the next. This still remains true because we pick up so much garbage, so much stuff that distorts the field, that distracts us, that disconnects us. So my invitation for you right now is to tune into what you know in your body is true in this moment, and then to ask yourself, what are the actions that I must take from here to align more deeply with that truth? That's the thing that keeps, especially the spiritual ones of you that really understand what I'm talking about and at least conceptually get it, if not get it in your body. That's the thing that keeps most spiritual people looping, is that they stop at the insight, they stop at the relief, they stop at the feeling of, yes, I'm connected and everything's okay. But without integrating that through action, through behavior, through going to the current edge that you have and stepping through that consistently, willingly, then you just keep looping. And you get lost in subtle bypass instead of relentless alignment with your deepest truth. And that's the only thing that's going to bring the freedom, the abundance, the joy, the love, the intimacy that you desire. So what's trying to happen through you? What's the truth that's trying to emerge? And what are the actions that you must take right now to align with it? Let me know in the comments. Hit the follow button, subscribe if you're new here, like, share, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video.